Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name is Nick and today guys we're going to be talking about Lunar Classic, what's been going on most recently, what we think is going to happen next and all that wonderful stuff. As I get into this video, if you find it useful and informative, hit the like button. I do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all the notifications, and in doing so you will be kept up to date with absolutely everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. Now if you have not yet joined us in Discord, the link is in the description down below. It's a fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. It's completely free and I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find down there, so why not go ahead and check it out. Okay, let's make a start with this and keep it nice and brief and give you everything you think you need to know about Lunar Classic. Here we have Lunar Classic paired up with BUSD on the 1 hourly chart, and Binance is the data source. Now I'm just going to zoom out for a fraction here just to kind of give you kind of the scale of what is going on here. Okay, so we had this initial high point. If I actually go ahead and just mark this on here at basically 0.0005930, we can see that we came down nice and low. We actually kind of went down to this area here of 0.00017940. We rallied up to the 37280, and obviously as per the analysis we did, we came down a little bit lower than our expected 24041. And we actually came down to a low, actually just this one here is a little bit lower, at 2.22439, just down at the bottom here, okay? And then we started to move up. Now, as you can kind of see from the scale of this thing, we are looking at this kind of big three-wave structural move to the downside, right? Now, in there, we're looking for the three-wave move upwards, with the B wave estimated to be about the 46852. Now, it is possible that this doesn't play out, okay? And we want to be a little bit aware that this A wave could actually be just an ABC, and it's done at this particular point. So 1, 2, and 3 like that. Okay, so we want to be aware that we could just be done here, and we're just slowly working our way down. Either way, there will be a relief bounce and then a move to the downside. We're expecting this to kind of go, well, it can go to a couple of different levels. I've got this one mapped out at the moment at 14174. Okay, so pretty reasonably low area and an area of interest for us. So let's go ahead and take stock of this particular pattern. Okay, so come down in 3, we get 3 coming down here. You can see that we have 3 inside there. So it's all corrective. There's nothing more than just short-term corrective moves occurring onto the downside. Now, as we start thinking about this upward directional move, we can see that we had a pretty rapid move up here. We can pull back down. And again, we're having another rapid move to the upside. Now, there's a lot of overlap just in this little area here. This isn't giving me much confidence. I think there's huge amounts more to the upside before we have some kind of brief correction. So just bear that in mind. We were pretty much a good run up here, good correction down. Looks like potentially 5, but not good structured. It's not well structured out for a move to the upside there. Pull back, and it looks like 3 at the moment within there. Now, from our stochastic RSIs, we can see that we're overbought on this 1 hour chart and on the 8 hour chart, but the weekly is oversold and it's looking pretty good from a weekly standpoint. Let's check that daily. It's just coming out of here. Plenty of room to grow on the daily. On the 4 hourly does need a correction. So I think we're running out of steam here, and we're likely to see some kind of correction short term before we continue this move to the upside. Okay, so there's plenty of momentum for Lunar Classic to continue its run to the upside, but we do have to be a little bit cautious over how high this thing could potentially go. Now, if I zoom back out here, get rid of those stocks for a second, one of the things that we should be concerned with is potentially something a little bit more sinister. So let's go ahead and just do some checks to see where things currently are. Let's get that on the top there, and we'll run this fib down to this low level, move it over to the bounce. And then we check right here, we came down to the 1.236. We're nowhere near the 1.618, so we're looking okay from that standpoint. It's not too concerning there. So here it does just look like we are just moving up in 3 at the moment. And like I said, it's not really got that structure to it that's too good. So, I mean, it could turn into something reasonably well. But, you know, we'd have to hit 26649 for us to be able to call this kind of like a 5-wave structure. So we'd be looking at this at least coming up here before we can talk about that. Okay. So if we were to think about the internal count, the way that you could get there is going to be really tough. You'd have to have an overextended fifth, in my opinion. So at the moment, it's just literally 3 waves like this. Okay, we could be looking at 3 more to come on down, which I think is highly likely. And before we continue up and now, we could have 335. We could do that, or we could just come up here into another 3-wave structure and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so just keep these things in mind. There's lots of different ways that this can go. But for now, it looks like there's going to be some kind of short-term corrective move to the downside for the 1 and 4 hour charts. And then, we've got plenty of room on the daily, so we could potentially look at a bit of a move to the upside on that one. And yeah, for the most part, just expect some volatility here with Lunar Classic. I don't think the market's really ready to see this thing completely run up to this higher range. And if it does, it's going to be a bit of a grind, right? It's not going to be straight lines, I don't think. But with Lunar Classic, just the way that it is speculated, or other retail investors speculate on things like Shiba Inu, Dogecoin, you get the same level of investor looking at Lunar Classic now. So don't be too surprised if it doesn't really kind of follow your expectations with FOMO or fear steepening and just crashing or rallying the price out of nowhere. But essentially, my expectations here are for Lunar Classic to be moving down a little bit and then rallying on up. My target is still up there at the moment. My thoughts haven't changed on that. So we're still talking about 46852 at the moment. But that could change in time as new structures start to emerge. Guys, I'm going to leave this video right there. Nice brief technical analysis on Lunar Classic. If you found it useful and informative, hit the like button. I do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, then why not go ahead and subscribe? Tap the bell, select all the notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with absolutely everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. With all that said, done out of the way, I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.